Welcome once again to fight fans to DAZN MMA. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, and a special guest today to talk about a huge event happening right here on DAZN coming up on July 1st. The man they call Bank, CEO, co-founder, RWS, here to tell us about a huge combat sports Muay Thai event. Bank, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you so much, Sean, and hi, Dan. It's an honor to be here. Everything is going great. Super excited for the event on July 1st, and super honored to be working with the DAZN team.
Yeah, we're lucky to have you. So tell the fans out there what we should expect from the event July 1st.
So on July 1st, the main event is actually going to be what we call two worlds event. We are having one rising star from the MMA world. His name is Kota Miura, and he's fighting against a street fighter, #1 street fighter in the history in Thailand, and his name is Joker. And it's gonna be a cross-sport fight, super unpredictable, and it's very exciting. And this is part of an event that we call Rajadamnern World Series, or RWS, which is the elite Muay Thai event that we have been hosting since last year. And this July 1st is going to be the first time that we will be able to show the world the real Muay Thai from the home of Muay Thai at Rajadamnern Stadium. And we are super excited for it.
So how did that main event come about? I mean, was that seems like a challenge by Joker to me. It sounds like that would be the street fighter challenge in the MMA fighter.
Yes, exactly. So street fighting scene in Thailand has been around for a while, but it is not as well accepted or as well known as in the US or elsewhere. For example, in the US, you guys have guys like Jorge Masvidal, Kimbo Slice. In Thailand, street fighting scene has been quite separated from the mainstream professional fight sport. And Joker has been #1 street fighter for a while. Since last year, he has been knocking out guys after guys, and his style of fighting is very entertaining, very unpredictable. Sometimes he would just do like a black flip in the middle of the fight. So super entertaining guy to watch. And every time he fights, there would be millions and millions of fans watching it live and also on delay. And at this time, he wanted to prove himself and also prove to the world that the street fighters from Thailand can belong to the main stage as well. And that's why he challenged Kota Miura, right? Kota has been a rising star in Japan in the MMA world. He's very famous because his father is actually a legendary football or soccer player in Japan. His name is King Kazu, one of the most legendary football player. And Kota chose not to be a football or soccer player, and he chose to be a fighter. And then his name got very big very quickly because partially because of his father. And last year we got him to fight against the #1 legendary Muay Thai fighter, Khao Banchamek. And he made millions and millions of fans in Thailand and also in Japan as well. So he is also a star here in Thailand as well as in Japan. And that's why Joker wanted to fight him, and then this fight happened.
So what has the conversation been like leading up to this fight? Do most of the martial arts purists, the hardcore fight fans, think like, oh, a real well-trained mixed martial artist who actually, comes from that lineage is going to smash this street fighter? Street fighting is not legitimate, whatever. Like, what are the conversations like leading into this matchup?
So a lot of people still doubt Joker and street fighters in Thailand, and even now today, I think the conversation is mostly like that. People still think that Kota would just like walk past through Joker very easily. So but that's the interesting thing to see. We will see on Saturday whether that will be the case or not. But I think last week Khao himself, the Muay Thai legend, came out and then he said that he watched Joker fought before he has been seeing Joker trains, and then he said that Kota cannot look over Joker. It's not going to be an easy fight, and people should not look down at street fighters or Joker because there are successful cases elsewhere in the US and also in other countries, just not in Thailand. So I think people are excited about the event and they don't know what to predict.
Well, another one that comes to mind for me, one of my favorites was Charles Crazy Horse Bennett. He was very famous in Pride Fighting Championships, and he had such a wild, chaotic style. It was so difficult for a lot of well-trained MMA fighters to predict. Like, yeah, I mean, I would agree with Bakao. Someone that's crazy enough to do street fighting is crazy enough to catch you with something wild that you wouldn't expect. You've also got a tournament,
Right.
154-pound tournament on July 1st. Is that right?
Yes, exactly. That's right. So for our super welterweight, that's what we call the tournament. The 154-pound tournament is the division that we are excited the most. So right now this year we have 5 divisions of tournament in total. 4 for male fighters and 1 division for female fighters. And for 154 tournament, it is the most stacked lineup that we have. We have great guys fighting, and they are the top elite Muay Thai fighters in their prime. For example, the MVP of RWS last year, his name is Daniel Rodriguez Cindy Muay Thai. He's undefeated. So fighters with undefeated record might be quite common in boxing or more common in boxing and other combat sports. But in Muay Thai, it has never been heard of. Like, I have been in Muay Thai all my life. I have never heard of a guy who is undefeated and fighting top guys, elite Muay Thai fighters. But Daniel is one of that guy. Last year, he won Rajadamnern Stadium title, and then he joined our tournament. And then he has been beating champions after champions, the Thai elite guys last year, and then he won the tournament undefeated, and then he also got the MVP prize last year, and we have other guys like Yod Vicha Bunsит, which is what we call Yod Muay in Thai. So what it means is that each year there would be the best fighter who would get the award from the king as a king's trophy to be the best Muay Thai fighter of the year. And Yod Vicha got it since he was 16. And then he grew big, right? And he had no opponent in Thailand. So he has been traveling all around the world, in Europe, Australia, and in China. And he fought all over around the world because he had no real opponents in Thailand. And last year he came back, he fought in our tournament. And then there was a big rivalry between Daniel and Yod Vicha. They fought twice. Super intense, top class Muay Thai fights. It could not got better than that. Both of their fights, and Daniel got the win. For both fights. It was super entertaining. And we have other guys as well. For example, Pet Maragot, Pet in the Academy, is also fighting this Saturday. Pet Maragot was a former One Championship world champion in Muay Thai, and also he won several more world titles. And he is actually the last guy who beat Thainchai, who is like the legend in Muay Thai. And we have like other guys who are top level as well. So it's gonna be super excited.
So I think I kind of know the answer to this question, but I want to hear it from someone who's lived it, someone who's Thai and is in Thailand and knows the culture and the lifestyle around martial arts there, because it's not just Muay Thai that your country is known for, right? Now, elite mixed martial artists move to Thailand, spend time in Thailand, train in Thailand. You got a couple big camps that are producing high-level fighters or helping high-level fighters hone their skills, including people that we've seen on the top stages in the PFL and in the UFC. why is Thailand a perfect breeding ground for combat sports and not just Muay Thai?
I think it started with Muay Thai in the beginning, right? So what I saw was that a lot of MMA fighters, for example, Dan yourself, you have backgrounds also in Muay Thai as your base for standing and striking skills, and in Thailand we really pride ourselves that Muay Thai is the best striking combat sports on earth, and a lot of guys who compete in MMA would fly to Thailand for the past 10 years to train Muay Thai, right, and learn from the original Muay Thai fighters and trainer. And I think there have been big camps in provinces like Bangkok and Phuket, where people just love to be there, right? There are nice beaches and nice place to stay in, and then the community just grew and grew to be very big. There are many big camps that people come to train Muay Thai and also MMA. For example, I believe your previous opponent Mike Swick also has a big camp there in Phuket as well. So right now there's such a big community of fighters who train in Thailand, and every time someone comes to Thailand, there's almost a guarantee that you'll get tons and tons of good sparring partners, right, and good coaches, and the ecosystem is there. So I think that's what happened, and right now we are, I think, one of the biggest training centers or training hub for fight sports in the world, I believe.
Yeah, no doubt. Tell me about Rajadamnern Stadium, because it's an iconic arena. How did you come about, utilizing that arena, and tell me about the history of it, because I see it all the time on people's records that they've fought there. It's always been quite a special place for fighters to compete. Is that correct?
Definitely. So a bit of the history, if we rewind back a bit, actually Muay Thai has been around for hundreds and thousands of years, since what we call Sukhothai era in the history book. But Muay Thai was not a professional sport until 78 years ago, right before the World War II, when the Thai government decided that we want to have our own professional sport for Thailand. So they set up and they built Rajadamnern Stadium a bit before World War II, and they paused and then they finished right after World War II. And they built Rajadamnern Stadium to be the first Muay Thai stadium in the history. First as a venue, and also second as an entity to cooperate with the Thai government to build Muay Thai to become a professional sport. And that was when Muay Thai as a sport was born. And Rajadamnern has been the home of Muay Thai and the birthplace of Muay Thai since then. And it has been, I would say, like a mecca or Madison Square Garden of Muay Thai, where the best Muay Thai fighters had to come, right, from all the provinces and now from all around the world. They had to come to Rajadamnern Stadium and fight with the most elite fighters there. So the stadium has been around for 78 years now, but during COVID, everything was, during the pandemic, right, a few years ago, everything was not good at all for the whole industry, for the whole Muay Thai industry. So me, myself, and my partners, we decided to set up a JV and partner with the existing Rajadamnern Stadium management back then. And then we decided that it's time to revolutionize the sport and really lift up the sport to be a true global sport, because we really believe that Muay Thai can be more. There are people around the world that already train Muay Thai, but we did not really have a true Muay Thai programs that can represent Muay Thai and present Muay Thai to the modern world. So that's why we came in, and then we joined Rajadamnern Stadium since February last year. We rebranded the stadium, renovated the stadium, and then we set up Rajadamnern World Series, or what we call RWS in short, to be the top of pyramid program, right? That we select the best Muay Thai fighters from all around the country and also from all around the world to fight in a tournament format, to be almost like a World Cup of Muay Thai in a very in a quite similar format as PFL tournament. So we have been doing that since last year, and until last year until now. Right now we are already having 7 days of event a week, of Muay Thai events a week. So right now we have around 360 of Muay Thai events a year. So we have the very solid foundation of Muay Thai talent pool of fighters from all around Thailand and all around the world. And then we select the best of the best fighters, the top elite fighters from that pool to fight in RWS. And that's what the whole concept is, and that's where we are. And last year we had a special event that we made it almost like a grand opening event for the new era of Muay Thai, which was Bokao Banchamek fighting against Kota Miura, who is fighting this Saturday. And the event, this type of special event really allow us to show the world and the new generation of fans to watch Muay Thai for the first time. And in that event, it was sold out. And what we were very proud of was that 90% of the people who attended the event have never watched any combat sports before in their life. And they have never walked into the Muay Thai stadium or combat sports stadium before in their life. So since that day, we have been able to gain, I would say, like millions of new fans to the sport of Muay Thai. And a lot of international superstars have been visiting and watching RWS and visit Rajadamnern at the stadium. For example, Tyson Fury was at the stadium around a few weeks ago. President Macron of France was there. Arctic Monkey, the band from the UK, was there. So Jack Ma was there as well. So we really want to build Rajadamnern Stadium to be the face of Muay Thai to the world, and we really want to build RWS to be the program that really show the world the true art of 8 limbs, or the true art of Muay Thai. And that's why we are very proud and very honored to work with DAZN, because we believe that DAZN is the biggest home of combat sport fans. So I think the partnership is very natural, and we are very lucky and very honored to work with DAZN.
If you really want celebrity power, like star power in that stadium, you got to get Dan Hardy there sitting ringside. That's really what needs to happen.
Yes. We are waiting to welcome you guys, Dan and Sean. It will be our honor.
I don't know about 360 events a year though. Hey, Sean.
Yeah, that's a lot. I couldn't even announce that many if you wanted me to. So in the world, I obviously look through everything. You know, the MMA lens colors how I view all combat sports, and jiu-jitsu was always big in Brazil, and then great Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioners started to train other arts and became MMA fighters, and some of them stars. American wrestlers learned how to strike a little bit and have become big-time MMA stars. Will we see, as this new world of Muay Thai is kind of like progressing under your guidance in some ways, will we see great Muay Thai fighters transitioning over and also trying their hand in mixed martial arts and becoming, you know, household names in the MMA world eventually?
We really hope so. I think what we need now is top Muay Thai guys to really learn how to do the ground game and grappling, and I think that's what we are missing. But we think if they can learn the ground games well, there will be like a very strong force in MMA as well, and we really hope that one day we'll have a superstar from Thailand and also from Muay Thai MMA world.
So you've got the event on July 1st, and then you've got, what else have you got in the schedule coming up for Rajadamnern World Series?
So actually, the series will go on every Saturday, until the end of the year, and the tournament will go on until around beginning of October. That's when we will have the final. So the event this Saturday on July 1st, it will be qualifier rounds for the 154 pounds division. But then we also have tournament in 133 pounds division, 140, 147, and 154, and also we have 118 pounds division for the female division, and all of them are super exciting to see.
Now, Bank, before we let you go, tell me the truth here, because MMA fighters who have like 30 or 40 fights are considered to be very experienced. Like people look at that and say, wow, you have 40 pro fights. Boxers, it's kind of the same thing. And then you look at some of these Muay Thai legends, and they're like 420 fights deep into their career. So how do Muay Thai practitioners and fighters view the rest of the combat sports world? Because they are so much more active in Muay Thai competition than any other combat sport athlete is.
Yeah, I think we all have much respect to the whole combat sport world, to the boxing world, to the MMA world. I think each sport are different. In Thailand, for example, we are having 360 events a year, so it's easier for our guys to fight very often, and also the fights are 5 or 3 rounds, right? So some guys can fight every month, and then they start fighting since they are very young. So the records is a lot deeper, and they have more fights in their record. But no, I think we all have so much respect for fighters in MMA and also in boxing and also in the other world.
Well, when I look at some of the work that has been put in by these high-level Muay Thai fighters and more than 100 trips to real combat sports competition, it amazes me. And you know, Dan Hardy's very experienced. I'm pretty experienced in mixed martial arts, but over 100 fights, I don't know, Dan.
That's crazy. It's a wild amount. I would have a lot more losses on my record as well if I'd have started when I was 10 or 12 years old. That's for sure.
Oh, Bank, good luck with this event coming up. Obviously, we'll be tuning in and watching carefully on DAZN. And with 360 events that we can attend, there's no excuse for myself, Dan Hardy, and whoever else is over in Thailand to not catch some RWS at some point. So I'm going to take your invitation on the show today as an official invitation, and we're going to get over there.
Yes, please. Yes, please. We are waiting. We are waiting for you guys.
Perfect.
Awesome.